So you've always heard that you should up your fruit intake, but do you know why? Well, we've got the managing director of Nature My Therapy, Daniel Thompson Britton, to explore and probably explain the blending benefits. Good morning. Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Thanks, Neville. I'm happy to be here.
Nature My Therapy. Let's start there. What's that?
So, Nature My Therapy is a company. We're 5 years old, completely organic, totally vegan, and we produce juices, popsicles, yogurts to make healthy eating delicious and convenient.
How long you've started this and why you wanted to do this in the first place?
Well, Neville, what had happened was I had been in architecture school, enjoying myself, just graduated, and I realized that as fulfilling as my career was, I wasn't well. And I realized the only way I was going to complete that cycle of wellness and fullness was to go plant-based vegan and to heal myself through foods. And then I realized that many things started to change and improve in my life. And I said, you know what? I can't afford to do this for all my friends and people who are asking me about those changes. So let me create a company and help to make Jamaica a healthier place.
Well, I will tell you that Daniel actually turned me on to a juice that I still drink, Daniel. I still drink it today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tell me about how you've been able to kind of build out the line of products, because when people think about eating healthy and drinking fruits and going
Right.
raw, or it doesn't seem very appealing to many people, but it's something that's becoming more appealing as time goes on.
Definitely.
Tell us how you make that delicious, or how you make it exciting and fun and make people actually want to have this.
Thanks, Tim. So how it worked for me was I had to become very familiar with the fruits and the vegetables and have the food start to fit into my lifestyle. So you start identifying the foods, the different flavors, making them very available, having them at home, having them in the garden, and then experimenting with flavors to ensure that the foods that you would have had in your previous diet, comfort food that we have a lot of emotional connections to, you create it in a plant-based way. You also aim to make it affordable, because many times people say, if I was to be plant-based, if I was to have vegan days, it would totally break the bank and throw me off budget. Well, actually, I found I actually started saving a lot more when I was, making that transition to being plant-based. I know my market bills are a breeze. It's so much easier. In terms of building out the line, I started pretty much on myself, guinea pigging on family and friends. I decided, okay, let me get certified as a nutritional advisor and then have a big goal of being able to supply beautiful, delicious, and healthy products. And slowly and surely, we started building them out one by one, and customers love it. We have, customers, as you know, are like family, and we all have a great relationship. So through that kind of feedback, we're able to improve and innovate.
Does it matter what I put together? By the way, there's a difference between juicing and blending.
Definitely, there is a difference. Definitely.
What is the
So
difference?
with juicing, you are extracting the nutrients, the liquid nutrients from the fiber. So it's easily absorbed by the body. With blending, you are actually whipping, stirring with some amount of heat the fruits or the vegetables together with a liquid. And so it's a denser, more filling experience, full of fiber, which is great. However, it's not as easily absorbed by the body. And to give you some reference, 3 cups of a smoothie, all the ingredients that it would take to make 3 entire cups of a smoothie, those same ingredients will only yield maybe close to 1 cup of juice. So with juicing, you're packing in the nutrients, you're maximizing on what it is you would normally eat in a very small portion. So this entire pineapple here, if it were juiced, you would be down to a small amount of liquid, versus if you were to blend it, you'd find with the fiber, it would be very filling and a lot more.
Okay, back to the original question now. I can just put anything together, or this don't work so good with that, or I can put pineapple and mango and everything and just mix up everything, or no?
So traditionally, in Jamaica, we mix everything together and we
Yes,
drink
of
it and we said
course.
nice. We said the juice nice. If you're talking from what is ideal for the body, meaning that each fruit, each vegetable, and each category has a different amount of time that the body takes to naturally digest it, you want to separate it for better digestion. So you wouldn't want to mix a pineapple and say, you know, banana if you were going strictly by what is prescribed. You wouldn't want to definitely mix watermelon and say a very any fruit at all, any cantaloupe, any watermelon, any honeydew. You want to have those if you're blending or juicing completely separate
I want to jump
because
in.
it
I want
takes
to
a lot
jump in.
less.
Sorry about that, but I want to jump in. How would I know that, though? How would I know that I mustn't put banana and, what you said, banana and pineapple?
Or if you put banana and limes together.
Yeah, how would
So
I
you
know?
want to keep. How would you know? Well, it's not widely taught. It's not something that many people are familiar with. But if you do research, if you check and see how your body feels, maybe you feel extra bloated, you might find you're burping more, your digestion is a little bit off based on certain combinations. But
Oh,
honestly speaking, based on how we grew up in the Caribbean, where we mix very many things together, throw ice in the blender and
sure,
drink it
everything.
and feel
Everything
refreshed.
jumping. Well, Jamaican people say
Everything
everything go
together.
one place, right? So we just flying
Everything,
in.
we say that. We say everything goes one place, but it's nice to split it up. There are people who say, oh, you can't juice vegetables and fruits, but many vegetables are actually fruits because they're from seed bearing plants. They have seeds, so vegetables and fruits are actually normally seen as the same thing based on how we categorize it. So you can feel very safe having your sweet pepper, your cucumber, and putting like your pineapples with it or so, it's fine.
I'm
You
impressed.
lost me at juice in the sweet pepper.
But I'm impressed still, because you obviously know your stuff.
Yeah, man.
So we can just eat fruits and vegetables and don't bother with the hard stuff, and we're all right?
Well, there are people who are fruitarian and they exist solely on fruits. But again, because people consider only sweet fruits like bananas or mangoes to be fruits, we sometimes confuse what is, even included in a fruitarian diet. But being plant-based and eating primarily from the earth food, the tubers, your different seasonings, your spices, which are vegetables, they're all medicinal and everything has a place in terms of supplying the body with vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients to complete a healthy diet. And I'd be really happy to tell you how to do that on a budget.
All right, thanks very much. We have to go. By the way, you started the interview by saying you weren't well when you started this. I
Right.
pray, I pray you're okay now.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Fantastic.
Clean bill of health.
Fantastic.
So you have fruitarian, vegetarian,
Pescatarian.
pescatarian,
Yes. And you have omnivores.
chickenatarian. I'm a
You're a
chickenatarian.
meatitarian.
I'm a
Or a
meatitarian.
meatarian. A
Yeah,
meatarian.
meatarian, right.
Yeah, meatarian. Thanks,
Okay.
Danielle. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right. Danielle, she's the managing director of Nature My Therapy. Danielle Thomas.
Use a what?
Me?
Use a spirulinian.
Well, I'm a pescatarian because I eat seafood. You are what? A
I'm
food.
over it.
No,
I'm
you're
done.
a food
No, I'm
tarian.
done.
You eat everything.
Nah.
Well, she doesn't, but you eat most things. Morning, Crosskill. What's up?
Oh.
Still lots more.
Yeah.